Bag up
I think
again.
that was the extended version. Jeez.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. The first thing I was going to say was, man, the Hulkster needs to fucking edit. learn to learn to self edit. Hi guys, happy Friday. I
Yeah.
want to say a quick hello to those in the chat that have been waiting. Matt, crap, always working, man. I'm assuming that means you work overnights, dude. That sucks. But who knows? Maybe you'll pop back in. Let's see here. YG. Okay, jumping ahead here, but the main topic we're going to be reviewing Happy Gilmore 2, which dropped today, technically. I watched it right at midnight last night, and I think Todd just finished it legit.
Just finished. Yeah.
But we'll get there. I can't wait to talk about it. So I'll kind of breeze over those for now. Tom, what's up, brother? Tom Rowan. There's a reason why legacy sequels are a huge hit or miss. We're going to get there. I can't wait. I'm itching. But I can't say I went into it with super high expectations or anything.
No.
But we'll get there. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Let's see here. But yeah, Silhouette's in here, man. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I know you've been a little off lately. Not feeling so well. So hopefully you're doing good. And let's see, Gory Tiger. What up, dude?
Man.
He returned from last week. I think you were new to the stream last week when we did our Tales from the Crypt.
Wednesday, you mean? So what?
Yeah, Wednesday. My bad. So Tales from the Crypt, and we did Tales from the Dark Side watch along, which that whole stream is up for everybody. It was a good time. And Gertchop, dude, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. How you doing?
What's up, brother?
What's up, dude? How's the cell block treating you? Because that's what he would always say. He's like watching us from the cell block.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Is he still doing time, Gertchop, or are you out and about now?
I tell you what, dude. If anybody catches you listening to us in the pen, dude, they're just gonna get you in the shower quicker, dude. I mean, like they're gonna know you're in it, you're into it. So just maybe keep it on the down low.
We're some real OGs here, right?
They're gonna hear our voices and see our faces, and they're gonna think you like a couple of, you're into whatever. I'm not gonna go there. Hey, Billy, what's up, dude? Long time,
Hey,
Billy the Kid Lawrence. Long time to see. Shooter was the only decent thing in the sequel for me, and I hate the depressing ruins the ending of the last movie like Clerks 3 worse. I can't wait to get there. Okay, so before we get into that, at the top of the show, if it wasn't an indication with the intro, we have to discuss we lost another one, man. Obviously, we just lost Ozzy Osbourne, which was massively hard for me, man.
we lost Huxtable, and then we lost Hogan.
I mean, losing Malcolm Jamal Warner was sad, but most people weren't exactly keeping up with Malcolm's career, but he was a fixture of a lot of people's childhood. He was on one of the biggest sitcoms of all time, and the story's particularly sad because it was an accident, right? He drowned in the ocean, and luckily some surfers were able to save his 8-year-old daughter. They tried to revive him, and he didn't make it, sadly, but yeah, people just stay out of the water, dude. We don't need to be in the ocean. I'm convinced, man. We don't belong there. I'm being legit when I say that.
My mom pulled me out of a whirlpool when I was a kid. We lived down in, God, I don't know if it was in Florida or California at the time, but yeah, she said I almost drowned in a whirlpool when I was a kid. So
yeah,
I don't remember that, but
it's just you're up against the odds, man. We are not the top of the food chain in the water. We're at every disadvantage you could think of. So it really sucks, and it doesn't take going out that far to get caught in a riptide and undertow, and you just it's just it really sneaks up on you. But anyway, RIP to him. And Ozzy was obviously really huge because Ozzy was the guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a giant of like I'm not saying Malcolm Jamal Warner isn't, but you know what he's been doing lately? Arby's, we have the meats. He's the Arby's, we have the meats guy, which is great. I love Arby's, not knocking it. But Ozzy was like the guy of his field, and now we have Hulk Hogan, who was the icon of his field. And like I was kind of talking about with Ozzy Osbourne, the reason why it hits me. I mean, I know he was old, and Hulk Hogan wasn't young either. But it's the memories, and I know Todd has the memories with that. But before I want you to tell your stories about we kind of share. But I also have to address the controversy, and I don't know if a lot of people saw it coming, but him passing versus Ozzy Osbourne passing has been night and day.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody's been, giving the praise and being very nice and courteous to the passing of Ozzy. Hulk Hogan, dude, it's like 75% of the people are saying I'm glad he's dead.
Yes.
And it's a little silly. I don't think. Look, I don't condone the stuff he has said.
No.
He's obviously flawed, but this might be controversial for me to say, but I don't think words are irredeemable. I think you can come back from words.
Yeah.
I would never say the stuff that he was caught saying. I've never said. Todd, have you ever known me in the world to say stuff like that? I know, but bro, dude, how many of us in our lives know people that have said shit like that maybe don't anymore?
You don't wish death upon somebody, man.
Don't wish death
up.
It's not like he went out on a murdering spree or he burned a fucking cross on his lawn.
No, he gave his life to Christ before he died, like a few years ago, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a big Christian guy, but I mean, I thought that was good for him, man.
I personally think Hulk always came off like a fucking scumbag, if I'm being totally honest.
Okay.
I always did. But and maybe he gave his life to Christ in that. Who am I to say he did or didn't? I don't know. All I know is I grew up with a kid's Bible that my grandmother bought me. It was a Bible that was easy to read for kids. Like it had like pictures and it was easier to digest. And in this Bible, it also had testimonies from famous celebrities that catered to kids. And one of the ones I love to read was Hulk. Hulk Hogan was in there, and this is like early 90s. Hulkamania was running wild, brother. Let me tell you. And I used to read his testimonies, and I thought it was so inspiring. And this is way before a lot of the dirtbag shit he would do.
Oh, he was a great role model in the 90s and in the 80s, man.
No,
absolutely.
What I'm saying is he was probably a big fucking hypocrite.
Well, he could have been. He could have been, but I mean, he was. I mean, he put on the face. I mean, he was good for kids at the time. Tell them to say their prayers, eat their vitamins, go work out. He was pushing kids into that shit. So, I mean, behind the scenes, if he was a scumbag, so be it, man. That's not what we saw. So,
I think you can also not like the person personally, I guess.
Yeah.
But you have to separate from the fact the guy was an icon.
Yeah.
He helped him, and Vince McMahon created the whole industry, basically. And for better or worse, if you're into wrestling, like so many people are, none of your favorite wrestlers would be around had they not spearheaded it.
Yeah.
And you can say the same thing about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, obviously,
Vince and Hulk traveling city to city. Yeah,
absolutely. But if he's asleep, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't in those rooms, but if Vince McMahon did all the stuff that they accused Vince McMahon of doing, which made him step down, dude, he's a shady guy. He's a sleazy guy, but it doesn't really take away from what he did. And I do think there's levels to it. Like I said, I don't want to get myself in trouble here. Abusing your place in the work hierarchy is terrible because you're abusing an advantage you have of people that you employ, for example, or people you can influence in your area, your sector. Yeah. And that's clearly what Vince McMahon did. But at the same time, we're dealing with adults here.
Yeah, he wasn't abusing kids and stuff like that.
It wasn't. It's just a little bit different. It's really shitty. And Hulk Hogan, I think people are mainly mad at the words he was caught saying. He said he dropped the N-bomb, which I didn't realize I thought people forgave him for that and people moved on because
so did I, dude.
I was kind of blown away by all this blowback. I guess I'm out of it, but I remember WWE scrubbed him. Like even Vince McMahon is distancing himself. Right. And obviously Vince McMahon at the time he's not a clean guy, but business is business. But when that came out that he said that word and they scrubbed all relationships with him, I think he was like scrubbed from the hall of they deleted him. Mm-hmm. And then after a couple years, he was back. Right. And he started making appearances and things like that. Sorry. Oh, hey, really quick. My personal update. My wife, is very, very close to giving birth. And so I need to go tend to her. She's asking me I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll go to
the chat real quick.
No, go to the chat. We'll be right back. Sorry about that.
Where did we leave off here in the chat? Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Kern Valley Yard. Okay, nice. Let's see. Hogan hate online is gross. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, like he said, he probably wasn't a good guy, but I mean, to like be laughing about his death and stuff like I don't do that with anybody, man. That's messed up. As everybody's day's coming, so that's the way I think about it. But to each their own. Let's see, Tom. Yeah, man. I think did I see something about like wasn't it like the 10-year anniversary of him getting in trouble for mouthing off like saying bad words and stuff like that? I think it was like 10 years to the day.
Are we
Did you
talking
hear?
about Hulk still?
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again, guys. Sorry. It's just literally
No, don't worry about
if
it,
you
man.
guys know about this stuff, her mucus plug fell out today. It's so gross, dude. But anyway, it's like it could happen in next.
It comes first, man. I understand.
It could happen in 2 hours, dude. She could be going into labor. It could happen in 2 weeks, but statistically, it'll probably happen in the next couple days. So no, I didn't have to rub her feet, but that might come later.
Hey,
you know?
yeah, you better rub her feet tonight, man. She's having your kid.
Anyway, well, you could okay, fair. Hey, I was gonna say, yeah, the Hulk thing blew me away because I didn't realize people were still upset about that. I thought people moved on. Maybe, but it just goes to show some people never really forgave him. But
yeah.
And then I think some people were turned off because politically, right? Because in the last couple of years, he's made that a huge part of his idea. Well, not even. It's really been the last year when he was doing the campaigning thing and showing up the RNC and also.
Who cares? I look past all these actors and it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah. And then what? And I always thought he was a questionable character from Hogan Knows Best and the way he was with his son and the stuff he enabled his son to do. Some people say he's the one that gave his son and friend the alcohol that he made, that caused Nick Hogan to go out there. I mean, and then obviously he fucked Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, but hey, they're all consenting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not sleazy.
He was all about it. Yeah.
I'm not saying it ain't sleazy, but it's just
come on, brother.
It's all these things that kind of hurt that image we were talking about. The say your prayers, eat your vitamins, But but like I said, you can't deny the impact. But
that stuff wasn't coming out in the 90s and the 80s when he was at his high with all of that. I mean, that was like what mid 2000s. I want to say, like 2005, the Bubba the Love Sponge stuff, and then,
and the Gawker thing was a few years later when he sued.
And the reality show is
Well, Bubba the Love Sponge was after the reality show. Because he
was okay.
Yeah, because he got divorced from Linda Hogan as a result of all that drama.
Okay, so that's probably 2011 or something. Okay,
yeah, that's later. So Hogan Knows Best was on. Then the Gawker then the Bubba Love Sponge thing happened. He got divorced as like a result of all that shit.
Yeah.
And then after they were divorced, if I'm correct, that's when they sued Gawker, and his ex-wife Linda got none of that.
Yeah,
because he got like fucking like what, $250 million.
Yeah.
He came out richer and more than he'd ever been as a result of fucking his best friend's wife. Who knew? And
one thing I did want to say about Hogan real quick is I had the chance to meet him last year. So he was doing his beer tour, which he's like the all American beer, which I hear
real American beer, dude,
or whatever, real American, which I hear sucks, but I don't know. I never tried it. Maybe I'll pick up a case if I can find it. And I went to they had the signs at my local grocery store here in the Midwest. Come meet Hogan. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go check out Hogan on my lunch break. So
the local
I go over there and the lines were like 3 hours long, dude. Like there was people waiting at like 6 a.m, dude, in line. And I should have done it. Looking back, I mean, people there all day, and I could have met Hogan. I could have got my picture, got him to sign like my beer or something. But it's just one of those things.
One of those things you regret. Personally, I was like all kids and boys that were in our demo. I loved Hulk Hogan when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I used to have like the buddy, the plushie doll, the big doll, the wrestling
buddy. Yeah.
I used to watch Hulk Hogan's Rock and Roll Wrestling, the 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
But with that said, it's like it wasn't like a huge part of my life growing up and getting older. So me personally, I wouldn't have waited 3 hours in line to meet Hulk Hogan. That's not for. But if you're a huge guy into Hulk Hogan and you really wanted to do it, I compare it to if it was Ozzy Osbourne or James Hetfield or whoever. I'm waiting all day because I know I'm going to do it because I know I'm going to regret it. It's like, what are they not going to die? Are they not like 40 years older than I am?
Yeah.
But some of these people you think are just so larger in life,
and I grew up with him, so like
same.
It was kind of like you talk about bonding with Ozzy. I was bonding with my dad with Hulk Hogan because my first memory with him was watching WrestleMania 5 and taping the pay-per-view. I think we were living in California at the time, and we were obsessed. Like the whole storyline with Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth and the Hulkster dude. That thing was so hot. That storyline for a whole year.
The rivalry,
yeah. And then watching that match
and the Ultimate Warrior rivalry
was WrestleMania 6, and I was really big into that too. But just something about WrestleMania 5, I go back to it all the time, man. It's probably my favorite match of his. Even though he wasn't the best wrestler, but I mean he was awesome, dude.
He wasn't a technical guy at all, but he had the charisma, and he was just he was the face. He was the guy. You want to go, dude? I always thought the best wrestler, just technique. Some people say Ric Flair was
Bret
like the
Hart.
greatest. No, I think Shawn Michaels, dude. That guy.
Shawn Michaels is too. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is an acrobat. The
things
he was doing, man. He was technically a really good wrestler. But anyway, so my wrestling days was in elementary school, like through the 5th grade, and I love the Hulk movies, dude. I love Mr. Nanny. That's kind of where I stand for him. I have to say, Mr. Nanny, and I've said it before, I'm not just like some bandwagon jumper.
He's been,
I've said it on this channel a million times. I feel like Mr. Nanny, pound for pound, like laughs per minute, is one of the funniest damn movies you can get, because the movie's like 75 minutes. It's so short, and it's so dumb, and it's just this movie that was capitalizing on the Home Alones at the time, and the kids are setting like traps for him because he's like the new nanny and they want him gone. But it's so funny, dude. That scene where they loosen up the shower nozzle, and when he turns it on, he's right in front of it, and it busts off and smacks him in the face.
Yeah.
I shit myself laughing every time I see that to this day, man. It's so fun when he gets electrocuted. Get out of here,
that's
man.
Funny, dude. Yeah, I give you that.
So yeah, those are my memories. And I used to play Super WrestleMania on the Super Nintendo all the time. Even though it's like it doesn't age well. My favorite wrestling game was WWF, the arcade game, but
I love that one.
But he wasn't in it. He wasn't in that, so we can't really.
It's a total debacle.
Yeah,
I love the Vince McMahon quotes in there, man.
Yeah, Hulk wasn't in it. I kind of wish they would go back. Somebody would remaster that game and add a bigger roster, like after the fact.
It was like NBA Jam as a wrestling game. Yeah,
dude, it only had 8 characters.
That was a midway game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a midway.
Yeah,
okay. It only had 8 characters. That's the only sad part about watching it now. Only 8
like
characters.
Doink, it had Yokozuna. It had a bunch of.
You had Doink, Yokozuna, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels,
Bam Bigelow,
Bam Bigelow, and
Lex Luger. You said right?
Lex Luger. No, that didn't say him yet. And then Bret Hart. Yeah, so you only had 8. You didn't have Hulk in there.
I champion the greatest wrestling finisher in WWE history is the torture rack, dude. Oh. He just grabs the guy and jumps up and down, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the worst finisher ever, but I mean, it's hysterical to watch. So.
Well, that'd fuck your spine up, dude.
I know. Yeah.
Rattling your spine like that. So, yeah, like I wish somebody would. I would like a company like Digital Eclipse or these guys that port these old games and make collections. I wish somebody would go back into that game and then just somehow add in characters that never were in it. You couldn't really do that because it was all the photo realism stuff. They got that, but whatever. I can wish. But anyway, Billy the Kid Lawrence, first celeb I met at a con was Jason David Frank. His unaliving hit him hard, so I can only imagine how Ozzy and Hogan fans are feeling this week. Yeah, man, that happened a couple years ago, and that was really tough too. You know me. I mean, you've been listening to the channel or listen to us for a long time. I was a huge JDF guy. I loved Power Rangers growing up, and then just as an adult, I respected the heck out of the guy. And yeah, we got to interview him a couple of times over the years, and Yeah, when he left the planet, man, it was really depressing.
It's crazy because I was never like, I mean, I like Power Rangers. He was my favorite in Power Rangers, but I know you're a huge fan of him, and getting to know him,
I just
and then
admire him.
after that happened, it really affected me, dude. After he did that, I'm like, Jesus, I couldn't see him doing that. It's crazy, man.
Because he's that guy that's super positive and like super go get him, and
he motivated you, and yeah, absolutely.
And yet he's the guy that is dealing with stuff, and he can't cope with it.
He didn't show it, but yeah, he
really depressing. But anyway, yeah, a lot of fallen heroes or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, at the end of the day, Hulk Hogan, he was an icon. The fact that people are calling for like a deserved death because he said a word that he may or may not have regretted, and he may or may not have made his peace with God up over whatever. It's a bit harsh, because anybody that wishes death on somebody for saying something they regretted, because you would just wipe out 90% of the planet.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not saying everybody has said what he said. I've never said that word. I've never said but have I ever said anything insensitive in a moment where I was upset, or like or in private that I regretted? I'm not saying racial, but have I ever said anything insensitive to anybody?
Everybody has.
Or mean to somebody, or said something that came out, or even just came off the wrong way, and you have to apologize? Like, hey, dude, everybody has done that. Everybody. Yeah. So, he who lives in glass houses, as they say. But anyway, rest in peace, Hulk.
R.I.P. Hulk.
And rest in peace, Ozzy, and rest in peace, Malcolm Arby's. We have the meats, Jamal Warner. And why not rest in peace, JDF, man? I miss that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, man, for the longest time I had his personal cell phone number, and that was cool. And I kept his voicemails he sent me, because he's
cool. Yeah.
But I don't have him anymore. I finally lost him.
You did.
I'm because I think I went from like Apple to Android for a time, then went back to Apple, and somewhere in that I lost it. But I wish I still had that voicemail. I had a voicemail of him like calling me from like his hotel room at a convention and leaving me a message, and I was working. I hate that I didn't answer it.
Man.
About it. So anyway, that's it. So now we are gonna get into more lighthearted territory. Ozzy and Hogan had me feeling the sads, and then Happy Gilmore was like, hold my golf ball. Virginia fictional death, but still. Okay, great segue. We got to talk about Happy Gilmore, everybody. Happy Gilmore 2 dropped today as of this stream. I watched it at midnight the second it dropped, and then I went to bed. So I had to have a late night going to bed. I'm not really working off a lot of sleep because it dropped at midnight, and this damn thing was 2 hours long. Why?
Crazy.
Comedies should not, they don't need to be 2 hours long.
Hour and a half. That's it.
So and then spoiler alert, I struggled to get through this damn thing. I was tired. I was going up past my bedtime, but it also fucking sucked. I'm sorry. The movie fucking sucked. And I actually, my wife woke me up like, hey, turn the TV off. I had fallen asleep and I missed. I was like, oh God, what did I miss? And I had to rewind it and find where I like fell asleep at. And I had to watch the last 20 minutes again. But
and it sounds like you didn't like it as much as I did. So
you liked it?
I didn't say I liked it. I said I don't think it was the biggest piece of shit. I would give it a middle of the road personally.
So let's kind of go through it in general. The general synopsis here is it's in the future. Happy Gilmore, he had married Virginia. They had was it 5 kids plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 4 boys, 1 girl.
Yes, and once again, he cast his fucking daughters. God, and his wife. I'm so fucking sick of seeing him. I think that's my big problem. Is this feels more like a grown-ups movie than Happy Gilmore.
Oh, this is way better than Grown-Ups. Way better than Grown-Ups.
I think we're playing in a field of shit with turds. We're tossing feces to each other, swimming in a field of shit.
Well, I understand why you wouldn't like it as much as me. And just keep talking because we'll get into it.
So anyway, years have passed, and he like in the first 2 minutes, he shows that he kills Virginia. He hits her with a golf ball, which I think was a stupid choice. Like, what is going on? And then he falls into a depression. He starts boozing, and he loses all his money. This guy won 4 tour championships, and he's broke. he's up there with Tiger Woods and shit, and he would be set for life. I don't know how he has to move to like Rocky style.
He had to sell his grandma's house, which is stupid, and he moved into some like really shitty, dingy house. Which, yeah, I mean, why would he still be living in his grandma's house if he won like 4 tour championships?
It's really stupid. But anyway, once again, we have Happy Gilmore that has to knock the rust off, and he sucks just like the first one. But why does he have to do it this time? In the first movie, he's got to save his grandma's house. In this one, he needs to send his daughter to a dance academy.
Yeah,
whatever. I'm like, get a job. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, so he has to get good again because he sucks. He's working at like a grocery store.
Yeah.
And they keep doing this fucking gag that got old after the first time, where he's got a secret flask and everything.
That's a terrible gag, dude.
It kept going on and on and on and on and on.
We understand he's an alcoholic. Okay, we get it.
Dude, an hour into the damn movie, his golf ball.
This
ain't. It wasn't funny the first damn time. Anyway, so we see it's like he's got to start at the bottom, and he goes to like some shitty club where we get our first batch of cameos, where it's just nonstop barrage of cameos. We got Eric Andre, we got the chick from the Substance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this movie is all cameos, which was way
Terrible.
too many. A lot of these comedians, they could have threw him out. I don't know why they were in there. I don't know why.
Steve Buscemi had nothing to do. Why was he in there?
The
John Lovitz is always funny, but even like he was a miss, dude. There's like a scene later in the movie where he falls off and I thought he was gonna like smack onto the ground. I was about ready to give the first laugh of the movie if he hit, but he didn't. He's like hanging by his ankle. They cut away. There's like a cutaway which kills the tension of the laughter, and they just show him hanging. I'll get you, Happy Gilmore. I'm like, oh man, it would have been so much funnier if there was no cut and we just saw him splat. I was ready to laugh.
All right, I'll give you my take. So they had everybody in the first film in this pretty much that was alive.
Okay, that's like half the people,
which doesn't really matter, but I think a lot of people will actually enjoy this, like older people. Like I could see my dad liking this because they had all the golfers from the PGA Tour in this, which was funny. It was funny to see Rory I know you're not a golf fan. I'm a big golf fan. I watch golf all the time on television. They had Scotty Scheffler, which is pretty much the best golfer right now.
I saw Scotty Scheffler at the Phoenix Open.
Rory McIlroy. They had John Daly. Of course, he's the drunk, and that's him, dude. Hangs out at Hooters. You know, he sleeps on his couch. That's funny to see these people. Bryson DeChambeau, and then they have Will Zalatoris, which it's funny because everybody makes fun of the dude because he looks exactly like the caddy from Happy Gilmore. But they actually cast him as the caddy.
Is that
so? That's what's funny about it, dude. Is because everybody on the PGA Tour, all the professional golfers make fun of him because it's like, oh yeah, you're the dude from Happy Gilmore.
But that's kind of a problem because it's a big inside joke then for golf lovers.
Yes, and that's why it's funny to a lot of people, a lot of golf fans.
But Happy Gilmore, the first movie. It wasn't like that.
No.
It was a lot of mostly fictional people.
Yeah.
And, it attracted people like me who didn't know anything about golf. So maybe there was some lulls there that that went over my head.
And there's a lot of them because, I mean, with the whole new golf company that comes in, that's going to try to take over. But hey, it's dumb. It's dumb, but it's going to appeal to golf fans because they have the PGA Tour now. They have the Live Tour. So the Live Tour is kind of like the new and up and coming, where it's kind of more of a party atmosphere. And this is like the PGA Tour, like the Shooter Tour, Shooter McGavin. So they were at wars for the past like 3 or 4 years. So this is kind of topical when it comes to golf fans. So this is catering to golf fans, like older golf fans.
Big mistake.
I totally agree.
For a broad, because you're going to alienate.
Hey, yeah, you are.
Because here's the thing. everybody that's a Happy Gilmore fan isn't a golf fan. That's the problem. That's the problem.
No, I totally get it.
And I don't dislike golf, but I'm not getting all those little things like you're saying, like the old caddy. Those are going over my head.
That's why it was. I mean, I didn't think it was a good movie, but I mean, I laughed at some parts. I thought it was fine.
But these little Easter eggs and these cameos can't carry your movie, because when the people aren't getting that, all you're left with is a story, and the story's lame. So
yeah, story's terrible.
He gets his swing back, and he gets approached by Benny Sadfi, the guy who directed Uncut Gems and Good Time, and he's the head of this like alternative league that is inspired by like how Happy Gilmore's kind of unconventional playing style. And he doesn't play ball, and basically he breaks Shooter McGavin out of a mental institution where he's been since the end. And I have to say, if there was any like kind of funny parts, it was little bursts of Shooter
McDonald's funny, dude.
Little like when he threw the soup or whatever in his face and ran away. That was kind of funny, but they were just like little blurbs that were out of context funny.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that Adam Sandler and Shooter McGavin teamed up. I didn't like that. I thought that what is this? You want this rivalry? And I didn't like.
I actually thought the two best parts was Shooter McGavin and Ben Stiller. I still think Ben Stiller had some funny moments in it. I do. I
didn't think he was funny in this.
I didn't think he was all. I don't think he was all the way there, but he had some funny moments, I thought. So.
Legendary LP, welcome to the chat, brother. Hey. Just watched it. It sucked ass. So you're on team me, and Todd's against us here.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I'm against you. I'm just saying. I said it's a mid movie.
It's crazy. I could see where somebody might give it a mid. I gave it 3 out of 10.
I would give it a 5 out of 10.
3 out of 10. I didn't laugh really once. I
laughed. Well, a lot of it was inside jokes when it came to the PGA Tour, because I'm a golf nerd. So.
Then I guess it was for you. One thing I don't like is, and this is why you can't. It's just so hard to follow up a single movie.
Yeah.
Right. So many decades later, because I keep going back to the Ghostbusters comparison. If they wouldn't have stopped in 1989 and they would have had a Ghostbusters 3 in like 1993 or 94, and then another one in like 99 or the early 2000s, by the time we get to these new shitty Ghostbusters, it probably wouldn't have been as offensive and like kind of like, oh, what the hell's going on? It's so different. But you can't make a movie in the fucking 80s and then come out with the next movie 40 damn years later and not alienate people. It usually doesn't work. And so Happy Gilmore is unabashedly a 90s movie.
Yeah.
It exists solely in the 90s.
Should have stayed in the 90s, yeah.
And then this movie's got this gross digital look that all these shitty Adam Sandler Netflix movies have. It looks like you're watching some shitty soap opera. I don't like the way they look. All the weird digital effects in there that they're doing, it makes it look cheap. It makes it look not good. And I'm not saying, look, the first Happy Gilmore didn't have any of that stuff. It didn't have like the weird special effects, and you had Chubbs with his fucking giant arm holding a fake hand, but it kind of leaned into the silly, and you had like the gator look stupid, but just there's something about the cartoon
Eminem in there that was so dumb, dude.
It was dumb. It was nothing but. We had a comment earlier. I think it was Billy the Kid. This is perfect. Happy Gilmore 2 script. Death flashback, cameo, drinking gag, flashback, rehab, cameo, flashing gig, drinking game, cameo, rinse, repeat, all of it.
Yeah,
dude. The amount of
flashbacks,
it was so just that was my next thing. The flashbacks were so distracting.
And we've all seen the first film. We know what the first film was.
It was so distracting.
Shoehorn everything in.
He had to go like reminisce, and we'd have to get it. Like, okay, we get it. Chubbs is dead, and you have to cast some bootleg Chubbs' son. Let's have a fucking thing of Chubbs before we see Chubbs' son. That's called lazy writing. That's called shoehorn bullshit in. Yeah. And it's nostalgia bait, as like the kids say.
Oh yeah, absolutely is.
And I'm trying to think, dude, killing off Julie Bowen was fucking weird. Killing off
Virginia, why? I mean,
weird. You had her.
Could she only do it for like a week or something? Is that why they killed her off so quick?
I think where they went with the story, honestly, it's not what I thought it was going to be. You know what I thought it was going to be? I thought it was going to be more like Rocky 3, where he had a fruitful career and he was on top and he was kind of aging, kind of like Tiger. right? He's still, and then Julie Bowen's there, and he's like Tiger Woods now, where he's not really placing anymore, but he's still like a legacy, and he's got to make his comeback. I thought it was going to be like, and there was some new hotness, kind of like your Clubber Lang, right? I thought it was going to go that angle, and I just kind of wish we would have kept it safe there. I don't like what they did with him. It was too drastic, taking him to the ghetto again, working at a grocery store, and I'm not knocking him casting his kids and his wife and everything. I get it. He loves his family. I know you want to, prop them up, I guess, but it's really distracting seeing his daughters and everything. And then when they do the wink at the camera where his older daughter was in the AA meetings with him, like, you're almost like a father. And they kind of give like that wink at the camera. I'm like, God dang it. It's you don't think it's because you look the fucking same? She looks like a female Adam Sandler. Like, this is so distracting. I don't like this.
And I was having more high hopes for it going in just because of the guy that directed it. Of course, the guy who did Workaholics did it, the Kyle Newacek.
Yeah, I don't. Why did you have?
And I love Workaholics. It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, Workaholics is funny, but he did that other movie with those guys, Game Over Man, and that was it. I think.
Yeah,
he's not exactly a proven guy.
No, he's not. But I mean, for comedy, I mean, you would think he would know.
But this wasn't Workaholics. Workaholics was funny.
No.
The writing was shit, and you could blame Adam Sandler for that because he at least co-wrote the script. You could see Dennis Dugan was in it, the original director. He had a cameo or whatever, and some of those cameos, they're fine. Dennis Dugan being in it made sense. Like he didn't seem out of place, and but the Travis Kelce getting shoved down your throat and the Bad Bunny, dude. I'm looking at I can't believe
Bad Bunny was in that.
He was the caddy.
Oh, that's bad. I didn't even know who Bad Bunny is.
His Latin caddy, which, by the way, did he have a falling out with Alan Covert or something?
I don't know.
Alan Covert, the old caddy in Slanting Left, who was in Grandma's Boy and all these movies.
Yeah.
Because you would have thought Alan Covert was always in his movies. You would have thought he would have easily brought him back to be his caddy, but he had a throwaway line. Yeah, my caddy's in Sweden. I need a new one. So it makes it sound like there was some kind of falling out. But everybody, I'm watching the reviews and everybody's like dying laughing at Bad Bunny, like he steals the show. I'm like, okay, I didn't laugh at a fucking single thing this guy did.
I don't even know who. I mean, I've heard of Bad Bunny. I don't know what he does.
One of the biggest singers in the world.
I don't know.
And by singers, I mean, hey, he does reggaeton. Hey,
I'm not really into that.
Hey. I had to take my wife to go see him at the baseball stadium here. And it's every like Latin thought you ever seen, dude, just like dressing like a whore and dancing. And even he's like doing what he does to a track. Hey, he's not even doing it. It's weird. Anyway,
I like Latin music though. I mean, John Cicada is my favorite Latin artist. I love John Cicada.
You probably like John Tesh too. You fucking. No, I'm just kidding. No, but anyway, that's neither here or there. He's a really, really popular guy. And I can see how he would bring people into the film, but I just think the cameos, and when you have these people like Nick Swartzen, even getting shoehorned into a like old timey flashback when they're explaining the new tech, when Benny Sadfi's explaining how they're so good driving the long ball like Happy because they're driving 500 yards. I really think the actual crux of the story is bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Like we're going up against this anti-leak. We removed this fucking ligament or whatever that makes them stretch, and they would like to be like CGI. And you have Haley Joel Osment,
dude. Yeah,
Haley Joel Osment, dude. Let's get real here. Terrible.
No, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good, but it wasn't the worst thing.
I got numb in the brain during. Now, I guess if you put a gun to my head, the movie's a little bit better in the middle, I guess, where he's actually but it takes him I timed it 42 minutes before he's playing golf in like the golf setting. That first 42 minutes is rough, dude. Like him drunk, him playing with Eric Andre, and him at the grocery store drinking booze every 2 seconds, him talking to his family and his kids, which they're not funny. And all the depression stuff about him losing his wife. None of that. It's like, dude, we got to get to it. It's like, can we just get on the green, please? And then once he did that, I guess it was something else. It was something different to see. It wasn't as like bleak. Somebody, I think it was Billy the Kid, was saying in the chat earlier that he thought the dark take of it was it was kind of like Clerks 3. If you saw Clerks 3, they do the same thing. They make it super dramatic, and one of them having cancer, let's say, and it gets depressing. And that's not necessarily what you're going into a movie like Clerks to get a big life lesson. You want Clerks 2 where they're jacking off donkeys and whatever. Legendary LP, bro. You agree with me? 3 out of 10. Too many cameos. Too much rated PG-13.
I totally get the 3 out of 10. It's just I'm a golf fan, so I'm a sucker. I give it a 5 out of 10. You think
the movie was ugly, dude?
It's not good. No, it's not good.
There's just something about. I mean, this movie probably cost more than the original Happy Gilmore, but there's just something that looks ugly about the way they made this movie and the way
I'll never watch it again. And my wife, so I watched it with my wife. She was on her phone after the first 15 minutes. She's like, the movie sucks. She didn't laugh once.
I didn't laugh once either.
I did. I laughed a couple times.
I didn't laugh once either, dude. And you even got to shoehorn in Mr. Larson, dude's son, dude, because
that was terrible.
Because Richard Keel's dead, dude.
That was terrible.
You got this. It's like, okay, here we go. Here's this guy, and then they would rehash the laughs from the first movie, but they'd have to put different people in the gags. It's like, well, God, Mr. Larson's dead. So, and Shooter's a good guy now. So we got to do the I'll get you Shooter to Ben Stiller at the end. We got to pull that gag where he's running. He's like, what did he say? Not his jacket. It was his whatever.
Oh, his sobriety coin. Yeah.
Lame. This movie was fucking trash. It actually angered me. And the wife went to bed, and I told her, I said, we can watch it. I have to watch it for this and spat, but we'll watch it. I told her, hey, this movie sucks. Like, well, you really don't want to watch it, and I'd rather not watch it again. And she took my word. She usually takes my word for it. Because she's the worst. I mean, the wife test is the ultimate test.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like
15 minutes. I mean,
because
we got like shit I don't like. So it's
we have more patience than our wives, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
And dude, my wife even does not tolerate any fucking bullshit or any like slow pace, anything. I could be enjoying the hell out of it. Like, no, you have to pay attention. This guy. And I'm like really studying it like a David Lynch film, and she's in on her phone. Like, yeah, I can't do this. I think it was what everybody has been saying. It's too many cameos, way too many damn flashbacks. That alcoholism joke just keeps rearing its damn head over and over and over again. You even have, Shooter, want to go to the Sizzler and get some grub? Eminem is his son.
Because terrible, dude.
Because he's dead. That actor passed away as well. Yeah. It's too much. And Eminem was not funny.
No.
And Bob Barker's dead. So who do they do the Bob Barker gag with?
They had his grave or whatever right there. Remember, he was wrestling Shooter at the cemetery.
And they did it like
yeah. They shoehorned everything in.
They shoehorned in everything, and they even moved it between characters because the other characters had passed on. And I just I can't express how much I really hated this movie.
I'd rather watch this than like Hubie Halloween or Grown Ups.
Didn't we have enough movie besides like with his daughter not being there? I get it. The daughter gave him an excuse, like, and I need to send her to dance academy. Fucking stupid. Does he need like 4 or 5 kids, dude? Like that are supposed to be funny? Are they supposed to be like the kids in Me, Myself, and Irene? I don't.
I mean, they're supposed to be like the East Coast kids that are just like into like hockey and shit, which is cool. But I mean, we've seen it before.
Bonus points to the kid wearing the Load era Metallica shirt in the first scene when they're at the dinner table.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's the same shirt that different kids had when we were like in middle school. He was wearing. It was a Load era, and it wasn't taking place in the 90s. So I don't know why the designer chose to give him that, but it was that collar shirt that had like the stripe down the middle. It's very 90s looking. It had a ninja star. It was a polo, like a collar shirt.
Well, what shirts did I see? I saw the AC/DC Voltage or whatever shirt.
High voltage shirt.
High voltage, and then Aerosmith. I saw an Aerosmith shirt.
Well, on the topic of music, it also didn't feel like Happy Gilmore tonally.
No.
Besides the jokes, it didn't feel like Happy Gilmore, and the soundtrack. I know they played very.
Tuesday's Gone.
Huh?
Tuesday's Gone,
which is bullshit. They open with the same. My name is Happy Gilmore, and they're doing Tuesday's Gone there. And then you get a little bit of Carry On Wayward Son somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a couple of classic rock songs, but it was very inconsistent. It was very disjointed. and it just wasn't like the first movie where it was kind of part of it. I felt, I don't know. It was, yeah, dude. Legendary LP, I think, is my best friend now. He's agreeing with me on everything. I like that, which only means you should subscribe, bro. If you haven't already,
subscribe. Anybody in here, subscribe, please.
If you guys are new to the channel, show some love. But
for some reason, after we posted that cannibal video, we lost like 3 followers. So we need to get those people back.
I noticed that people don't like the cannibal.
Well, there is fans out there. I'm a big cannibal fan, so let me know if you want me to talk about that. But
anyway, Tom Rowan, not Michael J. Fox, is one of his sons, which is a bad idea from the get-go. Freaking awful. And again, Mr. Art Larson's audio was reused in the scene at the end. Stay still. Yeah. And they had Mr. Larson at the end waving in the sky like a
God. That end scene was terrible. That whole ending was terrible, dude.
I already forgot it. I already forgot what happens.
The family or the kids flew to France with the sister, the daughter, and he stayed back because he had to go to some like tour for like the PGA.
Yeah, he was back. His career was back.
Yeah, and he was basically just waving to the sky to his wife.
And they repurposed the Chubbs waving from the first movie. He was back. That same Chubbs, the same footage. Probably did they throw CGI grandma on there? And the movie opens up with a deep faked de-aged Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Which
that
by
really, I don't know.
But if I'm being fair, that technology is getting a lot better. And it's.
But why do we even see that? If you
just,
I'm telling you, Gilmore 2, you've seen the first one. If you want to watch the second,
we don't need. Well, they used the deep fake stuff to fill in the stuff that happened in the middle.
Oh,
that was like new scenes. What happened over the course of the last 30 years. But whatever. I think they should have just did it like Rocky 3. And I feel like you don't kill off Virginia. I feel like if you just make it like Rocky 3 and he's like Tiger Woods today, where he's, a legacy guy, but he can't compete with the young guys and he hasn't placed in years and he needs to make a comeback. He needs to take on the new, and it could have been your guy, the best golfer out today. It could have been him because they cast real athletes in the Rocky movies sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. Then guess what? If you had that, we can write out his daughter and all that fucking dance school stuff. He's got like a conflict that already internally that's already set up for us. And you have to bring in Shooter. And Shooter, I understand, had to have been there, but use them differently. Like Shooter needed to be the guy to make a comeback.
Chris McDonald, he's the best part of the first film too. I mean, I love him. He's so funny, dude.
Or you could have had Happy, still going out on top, still going strong. Or let's say Happy's retired. Let's say Happy was a Tiger Woods and he faded out and he's stepping down. Shooter McGavin, maybe he was still locked up. We'll keep that. He gets out and he wants his rematch after 30 years. And it's just like, it's like Clubber Lang calling out fucking, it's like, I want you back. And there you go. It's like a Rocky thing. That's
no,
fine.
I totally, I'd rather watch that. Absolutely.
And we could have focused on their rivalry, gotten rid of, we don't need the callbacks to Bob Barker and you suck, you jackass. You should introduce more new stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the Chubbs, look, they had to rewrite it, right? So Chubbs having a fat son named Slim, who also had a wooden hand, was so stupid.
Oh, he's a comedian. Yeah,
he's the guy from
comedians. He's funny, but he's not.
He's the guy from Breaking Bad on the money, dude.
Yeah.
And he also was like most of the movie not funny. Wasn't funny. The writing was not funny, and just let Chubbs go, because originally Chubbs was written in this movie somehow. And then Carl Weathers passed away a couple years back and they had to do rewrites. And I'm just like, it just doesn't work, man. And again, all the callbacks should have been limited to the graveyard scene. If it was just the graveyard, it would have worked.
Yeah,
where they were fighting
absolutely.
and stuff. Because it's silly, right? They're all buried next to each other. You got the lots of lucky jackass buried next to Bob Barker, buried next to Bob Barker. That's kind of a funny gag, right? And it would have been funny if that was all we saw of it in the middle of the movie. Like, what the fuck? That would have been a nice like wink and a nod. Like, we acknowledge it. Move on. Would have been really fun. And the Mista, like the ghost, Mista. Look, it was too much. But if you're right, if you would have contained all that in that one scene, That would actually been
that's kind of funny, dude. She's what, dead in the ground, dude. She's trying to get out of her coffin, dude.
But it was too much. If they would have left all the callback shit into that one scene, like Billy's saying,
so stupid, dude.
That would have been very tasteful. I thought that would have been really, really good. We could have had, who are you waving at, Happy, with her nasty brown teeth. I always look at her nasty teeth, grandma's teeth, when she's saying that.
I did think that's funny. The antagonist of the film had like the worst breath you can possibly imagine. I thought that was kind of clever, dude.
And when he did the breathalyzer on the door, said fart detected.
That was funny, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't whatever. Tom Rowan says, okay, and way too many broccoli heads included. Hey, dude, Bad Bunny's a huge broccoli head, but I don't think did he have broccoli head in this? Yeah. Hey, thanks, Legendary. Look, we ask and we shall receive.
Thank you, brother.
We appreciate you, man. And glad to have you along. But yeah, I mean, where you guys pulsing it? Hold on. I laughed at the Mista element, but yeah, just limit to that one scene and focus on the movie and Shooter and Happy Man with no little cameos, no funny, and not a dead wife. Yeah, 100%. If they would have focused on making a good story, you can bring back Shooter. That's all because there's actually unresolved stuff with him and Shooter.
Absolutely, 100%.
So like that, you can bring back and have round 2 again. That would work. And that
even the mental hospital's stupid, but I mean, I see it. Keep it. I don't care.
But whatever. I mean, focus on the story, and then that's brilliant. Just do the callbacks in the cemetery when they're fighting. Awesome. But of course, give me the film look, 90s film, grain grounding, etc. Yeah, it just took me out of it. It just looked too much like every dumb Adam Sandler movie. Yeah, the guy who directed this, he said he also directed that Jennifer Aniston Netflix movie. He did, where they're like detectives.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Bullshit, dude. He makes bullshit. He made 2 Netflix movie and Workaholics. The guy sucks. Stiller's stupid face, dude.
Well, Workaholics is great. I love Workaholics.
No, Workaholics is funny. Look, Stiller's stupid face on the golf ball near the end, undercutting.
Oh, that was terrible, dude. That was.
I was like screaming, dude. It's so dumb. Who's telling Adam Sandler these are good ideas? Nobody, because it's his own production company, and Netflix has thrown him millions upon millions of dollars for these fucking movie deals. So he literally just has carte blanche to do whatever he wants, and nobody's telling him no.
Well, I mean,
and that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't produce his own movies. I mean, he can't. I mean, Madison Productions sucks.
Happy's big win was such a tense moment in the first movie, so satisfying. And now they're like on a balancing board, like a Nintendo. They're like on a Nintendo Wii balancing board, like, oh, gotta move it this way, let it go in the fucking hole. Oh, don't move, and then he like falls. Oh, Bad Bunny like drops and
throw me a putter. Yeah.
It's dumb, dude. This movie,
you know what? You don't know physics.
Guess what? After talking about it and reliving it, this PTSD, it's a 2 out of 10.
All right, I give it a 4 out of 10.
We brought him down.
4 out of 10.
It's a 2 out of 10. Yes, we brought. So everybody, chime in. I want to know your ratings.
Yes,
out of 10.
We got we got people in here. Yeah, tell me your ratings. Come on.
And if you're watching this video after the fact, I want you to shoot your rating, shoot your load all over Todd. No, I want you to shoot your ratings in the comments.
Shoot your ratings and subscribe right now. I see you in here. You're not chiming up.
I see you pooping right now. Yes. We can see you. We've hacked into your phone devices, and no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, that would be like a Happy Gilmore plot point. Some stupid shit.
What are they giving this on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, because they might love it. Who knows?
I tell you what, as soon as I got done watching it, I went straight to Letterboxd, and I was blown away. But you have to understand, it only had like 400 reviews, and everybody that had watched it had gone to like premieres. And so they were like in the moment of premieres and stuff, like, and it was really high. And so I imagine it's going to average out in the next couple of days.
Dude.
What?
The audience is giving it a 75%, dude.
I'm telling you, there's not enough.
Over 1,000 ratings.
That's not very good.
The critics are giving it 63%.
I feel like we haven't polled enough yet. I'm telling you, dude, if you go on, at least last night, if you went on Letterboxd, it was rated the same as the first one. A lot of 7s and 8s. And I'm like, but there was only 400. Like, there's just no fucking way. And I checked back in today, and I'm starting to see a few more 1 stars. What the fuck was this?
Yeah. The popcorn meter, man, 75%.
Well, take this out because I'm not going to be able to include that in the video, dumbass. Just kidding. You're going to ruin the edit. You're ruining it. No, I'm just kidding. But people don't know what they're talking about. You know, I don't know what to say. That's why when I was talking to Todd about it, I don't usually want to tell him before we record. You know, I don't want people to tell me how they like. If somebody didn't like a movie, I don't, because it'll kind of like pollute my preconception going into a movie. But I kind of felt
wow, dude.
What?
I'm reading the people's reviews. Laughing all the way through. Good fun. Shocked at how good it was. It's great to see Adam Sandler doing what he does best, comedy.
Oh,
literally a perfect sequel.
I feel like Adam Sandler is not as good at comedy today, and he should stick to drama.
Surprisingly great return to the world of Happy Gilmore.
He didn't even feel like Happy Gilmore. It didn't feel like Happy Gilmore.
Every moment of this comedy from all angles. What?
Did Dennis Dugan write this?
Dude? Who's writing this shit, dude?
I'll take right off the top, 2 hours too long. Look, you could have trimmed a lot of fat, a lot of cameos, probably some subplot action. Travis Kelce's fucking cameo time.
Oh, I love Travis Kelce, but I mean, yeah, he was kind of funny. Come on.
90 minutes is all you need. 90 minutes, brother. And then it's everything I feared it would be, a sequel set today. You're in my world now, grandma, flashback. Cut to you're in my world now, grandson. So unnecessary cringe. Yeah, it really was. Like, oh, we needed the flashback before we said that to know that it was a reference to the old movie. It's really terrible. And then as soon as Virginia died, I knew it was all downhill from there. Minus Shooter. Dude, that's
you don't even realize she dies, which is crazy, dude. You're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, well, because he does the same thing after the funeral, just like his dad. Oh, his dad is. But yeah, man, who played the little person in his happy place in this again? It was somebody different. Oh, Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider was the little person on the bike in his happy place.
Oh, it was.
He says, "You can do it."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like went to his happy place.
Right. You're right.
That's why it felt like just a Happy Madison movie and not like Happy Gilmore, because you have Nick Swartzen getting shoehorned in there. You got Rob Schneider in there. I don't know. It's just hey Ishmael, what's up, brother?
Hey, bud.
It's okay. You missed us talking about a really shit movie. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, that's our review of that. I think the general consensus, I don't think Time's going to be very good to it. I think there's some early good reviews for it just because, you know, early access and whatnot, but
nobody's going to watch this film time.
Watch it average
watch it once. Watch it once, Ishmael.
And of
Adrian, you need to watch this.
Of course, we shit in his happy place of lingerie, Julie Bowen immediately too. Yeah, they have to go back there. It's lame, dude. What's up, Mendoza? How you doing? Yeah, it was just a sacrilege. So that's it. In the words of Happy Gilmore. All right, I'll see you there.
That's right.
Anyway. So what else we want to talk about before we we still got some time. What else is new? Any other drops, guys? What are you guys up to, man? Happy Friday. Hey, Mendoza, I was saying earlier that my wife is really close, man. This is gross, but her mucus plug fell out. I didn't know there was such thing as a mucus plug.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And that happened this morning. So apparently, that doesn't
could be any time. Yeah, it's within the next week.
It doesn't guarantee. Well, our due date was in 2.5 weeks, but it doesn't guarantee anything. That could mean the baby could come in 2 hours or the baby can come in 2 weeks, but statistically usually in the next 72 hours.
So are you getting excited thinking about, I'm gonna be a father here soon? My life's gonna be different.
I'm excited. I'm not nervous.
No, I'm not saying that,
because the thing is like it's coming, the changes are going to come. The differences around the house and the responsibilities, they're going to happen. And
that's not a big deal. Yeah.
But it's like, you could say, well, enjoy the time you have right now. I'm like, I've only got a couple of weeks. I'd rather
the same shit. Yeah.
I'd rather the baby come. And honestly, I would rather the baby come and me get 3 months off work than me have the freedom with no baby and still have to work my miserable fucking job.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, so, yeah, you guys are always real ones, always a good time when I'm not busy catching you with what little time that is nowadays. Yeah, man, we haven't seen you in a while, and it's really good to see you. Really, really cool. And how's everything been going, man? You know what? I think last time you had messaged or you were in the chat, I think maybe you were going through a rough time. But are you busy? What are you doing? How's work and all that stuff? Is everything good going for you? Just checking in.
Hey, we're always on the Discord too. If you want to jump on Discord,
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you're
got
in the
the link
Discord.
set
If
up.
anybody wants to join the Discord, it should be linked below, and we're in there all the time, having a good time. And if you want to talk, I mean, we're really responsive, man. We'll hit you up and we'll communicate with you and answer you and shoot the shit. And yeah, welcome back, Billy. Baby exploitation. We gotta do Baby's Day Out, dude. No, we already did Serbian film. So
I mean, we got Hulk exploitation now, right? I mean, there's so much shit we need to do, man.
Hold on. So before Hulk died, unfortunately, I was already talking about we got to have a Hulk exploitation. We were just talking about this, and we've done Mr. Nanny in the past. I want to redo Mr. Nanny.
I want to do Thunder in Paradise because that was one of the ones we rented all the time. I want to see if it holds up. If it's like Surf Ninjas, dude.
It's not going to hold up.
Is it going to be a Surf Ninjas?
It's bad. I've watched it as an adult. It's not good.
Okay.
And I've never. I think a lot of people probably favor Suburban Commando as far as the Hulk movies.
Yeah, they do. They talk
but
about that
I actually don't think Suburban Commando is as good as Mr. Nanny.
I agree with you.
On paper, it should be like the concept of this guy going from outer space, and you have like these bounty hunters played by Macho Man and Undertaker looking for him, and the fish out of water story. It just I don't know why it misses for me. It feels like it's got more of a budget than Mr. Nanny, but it's just not quite as fun. And then, of course, there's no holds barred with Tiny Lister Jr. too. Yeah, we got to do Look Who's Talking.
So one thing I did watch a couple days ago was actually, it's kind of in the same vein, Mighty Ducks 3. And that's still a solid movie, man.
Mighty Ducks 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid.
I love whoever did the score to that, the Mighty Ducks series.
Dude,
it's great, dude. I love it, man.
I have this friend, this guy I knew. I think I've mentioned him in the past. He was the guy that I needed a jump from, and I went to his apartment, and he was dressed like a Sith Lord when he opened the door.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he's just like the biggest nerd you'd ever meet in your life. He was literally like, "Are you going to a party? Am I catching it?" He's like, "No, I'm just playing with Legos." He was just on his day off playing with Legos, Indian style, crisscross applesauce, dressed as a fucking Darth Sith Lord with a mask and a double lightsaber. I was like, all right, man. And anyway, this guy, he studied composition in college, and he would write compositions, and he wanted to compose. And I remember at one point, he was friends with my brother. They actually roommated for a while, so I would pop in every now and again because of him. And he showed me, he's like, "What do you think of my new masterpiece?" That's how he talked. He literally talked like one of those guys, like comic book guy on The Simpsons. What do you think of my new masterpiece? Yeah. He even kind of looked like comic book guy, really kind of heavy.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and it was, and I was like, that was the motif. It repeated the main motif of that movie. And I said, "Dude, it's great. I mean, it's Mighty Ducks, but it's great." And he went, and he goes, like I just killed his soul. But he doesn't fight me on it. He looks at me. He goes, he doesn't look at me. He goes, "That is Mighty Ducks." Like he didn't realize he unintentionally.
Well, sometimes that happens, right? I mean,
but he stole the whole hook.
Okay.
And it even kind of sounds like Back to the Future, but
yeah.
But anyway, I crushed him. Like, "Hey, sorry, man. I'm glad." Because he was going to turn it in for a thesis. He was going to perform it in front of like his graduating class. I'm like, "Aren't you glad I told you?" Because he would have had everybody in there be like, "Where do I know this?" And the other half would be like, "That's Mighty Ducks." What?
So did you know the Mighty Ducks 3 movie was directed by Robert Lieberman, who directed Fire in the Sky?
Yeah.
Which I found that out. I didn't know that.
I did see that. Fire in the Sky would be a cool commentary.
That's a good movie. I do enjoy that movie.
Now, the only problem with Fire in the Sky is the best part is the end of the movie when you see him in the ship and all that terrifying stuff.
Oh, I like the buildup, man. I think really enjoyed it.
The buildup's a little boring. Here, you trying to share your screen?
No, I wasn't actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The buildup's a little bit boring, but it's a cool, true story. But that alien autopsy, that fucking, that video's, that footage is rough, dude. Not like when he's actually going to the spaceship. And no, but hey, Billy the Kid, yeah, that's right, man. I think that's what it was. And yeah, dude, life gets tough. The older we get, more stuff happens.
Yeah, brother.
Stuff
Totally
piles on, and
yeah,
loved ones get sick. It sucks, man. But glad you're hanging in there, man. And we're always around.
Keep pushing through, man. We've been through it too. So yeah.
And I think we've proven in the last 14 years that I guess we're not going anywhere. I mean, we'll always
go. Yeah.
Everything's too expensive. Why leave the house?
Well, I mean, I don't party. I don't go out on Friday nights anymore. And I mean, you're pretty much you guys, you in the chat, and you are pretty much my only like good friends. So yeah. Subscribe.
Hey, and so what's funny though is, this is we're mainstays, and I don't think we're going to go anywhere. It does get tougher, man, the older we get, and more responsibilities come up. And we mention it all the time. It's like, especially when you have a family and you have a wife, and when the more things that cut into your time with the family or making money, it feels like you have to have more of a justification why. This is why I'm doing it. And my justification has always been, look, man, this is my release. I don't go out. I don't. Oh, I still get it. And I'm like, I have to constantly remind, like, hey, I could be one of these guys that's going out to the bar with my buddies, but I don't. Like, I'm always here. I work all the time. And a couple nights a week, I have discourse with all you guys for a couple of hours. I don't think that's that bad.
No. All we're doing is talking about movies. It's like, who gives a crap? I mean, my wife's, she's gotten it after a little while. Like, she's cool with it. She's like, oh, you go do your thing. Go hang out with Aaron, because like I said, I mean, you're the only one I really talk to, friends wise. So it's like, it's a good release, man.
Dude, we're like Mookie and Pookie over here talking over the internet. Mookie and Pookie from the Tales from the Dark Side, where it's like, I gotta go talk to my my computer friend. Dad, don't. I gotta go talk to Pookie now. You do that. That's really
watch that commentary. That commentary was great.
Well, it's a live stream. I'm gonna edit up videos of those too, but you can watch the live watch along. It's up. Hold on, what release on us? What's going on?
Come on, Ishmael. Save that for the Discord, brother.
Heck yeah, dudes. Also, thanks. You also had to bring back the chills down my spine with that damn bathroom ghost story. LMAO. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We spoke about that. The clip.
That's what I've been trying to clip Aaron's stories, because I mean, God, man, he has the best stories. Even my wife says that. She's like, he never shuts up. He has the best stories, though.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you live and you know characters, man.
Well, and you're a good communicator. I mean, you're good at remembering all this shit. I remember a lot of my stories, but
it's a nice save after saying I never shut up. At least you're a good communicator at not shutting up. I guess.
Well, my kids never shut up either, man. And they're
Well, I hope I'm more articulate than a little kid.
Oh yeah.
Skibbity toilet, dude, and all
skibbity toilet and all that shit. Yeah.
But what else was I gonna say? No, it's fun, man. But on that note, though, that's why we appreciate you guys coming back and always hanging out with us. And we do have a membership. Anybody that we have a new member too. We've got a nice list of members going. We thank you guys for helping us out. Absolutely. You toss us a couple of bucks a month. In exchange, we give you extra. You guys have membership only commentaries that we do live for you guys, and then they go up in full edited video. So I put in the work, man, for you guys. And
that shit's going to the StreamYard too, by the way. So yeah, we need to re-up on that. We're going to talk about that. So
yeah, and but of course, even the freeloaders, we love you. I'm a freeloader for a lot of things. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we were glad that you hop in. We do ask, like, if you like what we do. I think the most important thing is commenting on videos.
Yes.
I don't know how many out there know how YouTube works, but when you get a couple of comments on a video, it could be a dead video, whatever, it brings it back to life and it gets pushed out in the algorithm and then it turns into more comments and more comments. More. That's what we need. It's like, so we love the interaction, man. Let's see. Rather spend money on fave channels than some OnlyFans girl. Hell yeah, man. Well, what if Todd starts an OnlyFans?
You can get your free AI girls now, right? So why don't you just, don't even worry about spending on.
We're flesh and blood bussies over here. You can't get us for free. Oh, yeah, actually, you can. We were literally just talking about that. We're free. But the OnlyFans thing, that's funny. I don't know how I feel about that. People are making so much money hand over fist, dude, and they're like half our age. Like,
well, I mean,
but you know what? I also
do. I mean, whatever.
I think all that's glitters is not gold, because we're just seeing, like anything else, the 1%. There's so many people on OnlyFans that have their fucking weird content up there, and they're not really. It's just like YouTube, where YouTube is sort of strong held by the top 1% of YouTubers.
Yeah,
you know, these people that just have a hold on everything, and everybody else that's not got, and I'm not even talking about the people with 1 million subs. There's people with like the 10 and 15 million, and everybody else is just hoping for a little bit of that trickle down, like table scraps. And I think OnlyFans is like that too, man. You see all these people on there that are making millions and millions of dollars, that are exploiting dude, and getting settlements.
The only thing I want is a small, tight knit community. That's all I care about. Like, friends that we can come hang out together. It's like, I don't want to be like a dead meat podcast, all that. I try to watch that shit. I can't, dude. Those people aren't real. Those people are fucking Hollywood shit. I can't do that.
The problem with that is there's some channels that go outside of a sweet zone. Yeah. And I think anything under 1 million is still a sweet zone. I personally like, a lot. You watch a good channel that's got 250,000 subs, 500,000 subs. I feel like they got a great audience. It's probably still too big to really be super close to anybody that's not like a dedicated member. And yet, but dude, like once you get a certain size, whatever you think that is, it changes things. People cater differently.
Yeah.
You do become a little bit more Hollywood. You're pitching products. You got to keep the machine going. And you lose a little bit of your freedoms, and that it is what it is. And you become more under the thumb too, dude. Like every little, I get it. Some people have to clean up their act and say certain things because you're going to be scrutinized if you say the wrong thing, because you're under that microscope. So, man, I would rather have realistic goal. I mean, dude, give me a channel with 50 to 100,000 dedicated people.
Yeah,
dude, that'd be awesome. So cool. Anyway, it'd be fun. And then what else do we got here? Mendoza, how you doing, man? You haven't said how you're doing. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? Hopefully I'm having a baby, dude.
Hopefully you're having a baby. I'm going to the water park tomorrow with all the kids. Oh my gosh, I just saw something on Dawn of the Discs.
What happened?
They confirmed a new 4K restoration of Brain Dead, aka Dead Alive, Peter Jackson. So we'll see if that ends up coming out. About time. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's coming out, like release wise. Arrow just dropped a bunch of stuff. Miss 45's coming out, which is great. I love that revenge film. They're doing a Return of the Living Dead, which has come out another time.
But that's UK.
Is that UK only?
That's a UK only.
In the Mouth of Madness.
They already announced Spawn's dropping. In the Mouth of Madness, dude. I that's getting an LE, which is cool.
Yeah,
that's gonna be. And I don't, they don't have a 4K here.
No,
that's getting a US 4K, right? In Mouth of Madness.
And I've been holding out because I love that film, but I was waiting for a.
I do have the
Blu-ray. So.
I do have the Blu-ray, but it is what it is at this point. I've upgraded a couple of my 4K Criterion movies. What's funny is like those things are selling. Like it's not a big deal. You catch the Criterion sale. The Blu-rays are 20 and the 4Ks are 25. I turn around and I buy the not that I need Night of the Living Dead on 4K, but I never actually opened my Blu-ray, and it's like I buy the 4K for $25. I still sell my Blu-ray on eBay for 22 somehow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so it's like, I'm not really losing any, and I bought it for 20. So some of that stuff is really keeping its value, and I got to go through and sell some stuff. Tom Rowan's going to SummerSlam next weekend.
Awesome, dude.
That's cool.
I just pulled up SummerSlam card. So I haven't watched Raw in the past couple weeks, but the SummerSlam World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus Gunther. I really like Gunther. I don't know what you think, Tom, if you like him or not. I heard that I didn't get to watch the Saturday night main event with Goldberg. I heard Goldberg looked old as fuck, but I think Gunther's a solid heel. And it looks like the main event is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, which I hate John Cena.
I thought John Cena officially retired.
He turned heel. No, he came back this is his last year.
Oh, his last year. Gotcha.
Yeah, and he turned heel, and Cody Rhodes is like the All-American, he's
baby
Dusty Rhodes' son, so he was like the kids' favorite, Cody Rhodes, which he's fine, but they're facing off in the WWE Championship. But yeah, let me know who you like, Tom. I'm curious.
I know somebody who will not be named that makes $1,000 extra per week doing feet pics, OnlyFans, no face shown, and saying, "Oh, believe me, the thought has crossed my mind. It's like, man, you could just throw your feet pics; it wouldn't ruin your life." And there's some perverts out there, but I don't want a bunch of guys jacking off to pictures of my feet. I don't care. I don't care, dude. I know. There's a podcaster I listen to sometimes, and he said, "Oh, I threw pictures of me that are already readily available. Like, I didn't take pictures." I said, "Why not? I took pictures you can already readily find on like my socials and shit of me shirtless, and I put them up on OnlyFans, and I still make like he makes a little bit of income, some perverts jacking off to that." I'm like,
oh god,
dude. I can't do it, dude. I've only got so much.
It's like blood, like not blood money, but it's cum money, dude. It's like
I've used that same line too, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's cum money. I'm not on here, but that's how I think.
Which I mean, if that's what you want to do, I totally get it. I mean, everybody's different, but I'm not. I mean, I couldn't do it.
I just look. The older we get, the less innocent we get. We become more experienced. It's just how it is. Yeah. And I don't want to speed that up anymore by removing part of my soul by knowing there's a bunch of weirdos out there jacking off to my feet or whatever.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, it's probably because we were like, babies when the internet came. Well, we weren't babies, but we were in like, middle school when the internet came out. So it's just like we've seen every iteration of the internet, which is, I don't know.
I don't know. I just I don't know. I just think about that stuff a lot. I think it's becoming normal, which is because like I said, now our children's generation, it's just going to be, I think even our generation, I think the statistics I read one time were it was a really high percentage of people have a nude pic online circulating somewhere, some part of their body. Like, the way people send nude pics and shit. It was astounding even 10 years ago, I read. Can you, now, with the cloud and all that stuff and everything hacked into and the way people are, the next generation is going to be like, everybody's going to have something out there. And it's like, whatever. It's not going to be a thing anymore. Like, if you want to look for it, good for you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty strict with my kids. I'm worried about them, man. Especially with AI and everything.
It's gonna
like I'm in the middle of job hunting, and dude, it's totally different than it was 8 years ago, man. So everybody hang on to your jobs. Let me just tell you that.
No, it's just it's my job is not going to be here in 5 years, right? And I was talking to our baby doctor, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, the AI is crazy." She's like, "My kids, they came up to me yesterday and said, 'Hey, we built a clothing brand,' and they went to ChatGPT and they had AI ChatGPT builds an entire clothing brand with logos."
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, let me know how they get. Like, glad to see you guys putting work into something." It's not. It's just a different thing, man. And what do we have here? Billy, was it also your brother that heard the ghost breathing in the basement, then running away really fast? Scary shit. Yeah, that was his story too. Mine was
from one.
Yeah, that was the bathroom brother. But yeah, this was when he went in the basement when he came home, and he sat. The basement had no windows, The only window was a tiny window on the back door, but the back door was around the corner and there's stairs. So it didn't really let any light in. And he had gotten home from school and the sun was still out, and he sat in a chair because he had converted the bedroom, the basement, to his bedroom, because that used to be where we lived, and that's where I used to have run-ins with the ghost in the cubby crawl spaces around the stairs, because I had my experiences too. But anyway, he got home from football practice. It was probably early evening. Light was still out. He sat down on his chair, took his shoes off, and he fell asleep on accident. And then when he woke up, sun had set and it was pitch black. Right. That's the story. So when I woke up, it's like this, you open your eyes and it's that. And I just feel I feel somebody and hear somebody like an inch from my face.
You feel the hairs on your face.
Yeah. And you hear it, and you hear like whatever,
like the static electricity or something.
But you hear somebody breathing like in this, like from an inch from your face. And when he reacted, it scurried off and ran in the base. Scary shit, dude. Absolutely scary. I love it, man.
I believe in that shit, man. That's
Every town has an Elm Street. Absolutely, man. Every street has a diddler too, unfortunately. Multiple. Did you guys hear about the guy dying with the Annabelle doll last week?
I did too.
What? Okay, wait. I heard about it in passing, but what exactly happened?
I think he flew back from somewhere with the Annabelle doll, and like he
had like a heart attack or something.
Like real quick afterwards or whatever, which is crazy. Which I wouldn't touch that thing, man. I'm superstitious when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go near anything with any kind of evil presence or whatever, but
I find it fascinating, but I wouldn't want to touch it or be around it. Well, it's true, dude. I watch all these movies like the paranormal and everything, demonic shit. I find it, like, I read books, like,
heart attack. No, dude, I 100% believe in it. I have a fascination with the paranormal stuff, like everybody. I had a fascination with it before the big boom of like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and all that stuff. Those guys capitalize on people like me because we were into it. I grew up watching Amityville Horror, and I was always big into possession films and ghost stories, and that was the stuff I gravitated towards because I related to it, because we would have these experiences growing up, and it just it just hit closer than, Freddy Krueger's not as scary, maybe for a little kid, but I just I just don't think, as much as I'm into it and as much as I have an attraction to that, I feel like you got to like fight those temptations off, because I don't think we should meddle with it. Like, there's a part of me that would love to be a Ghostbuster. Like, man, let's go to the cemetery, Todd. Let's get some EVP equipment. Let's go do it, because I love cemeteries. I love them. They're so cool. And not even like from a creepy standpoint, I love walking through a cemetery when it's quiet, especially at night. I've broken into a few cemeteries with friends over the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't desecrate any graves or do anything but I love walking and reading headstones and just kind of learning about people I otherwise would have never known anything about. I think it's kind of a sign of respect. I would never disrespect anything. So I love that stuff, but as far as
worry about it following you home, though, that's the number one thing.
But I don't fuck with it. That episode of The Deep End was the scariest shit I'd heard in years, apart from my own sleep paralysis episodes. Yeah, man, it's too bad I don't do Deep End anymore, right? I still could.
You got any more stories?
Oh God, I'm endless stories.
Never shut up.
Yeah, apparently you're gonna make me self-conscious now,
dude. I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time when Todd does say that, I'm like, oh, I better like,
dude. I'm just kidding.
I gotta wait a few bars before I
rebuttal. No,
I don't care. It's fine. I'm sure Eva would say the same thing. But the episodes of The Deep End, yeah, I had a fun time doing that. But the thing is, we had to it's been a while since you've been around, Billy. I don't know when the last time you popped in was, but we had to kind of reformat and slim down because we just had to stay focused on the film stuff. Like, we're not doing game stuff over here. We created a game channel that we haven't done too much on it, but we are going to start doing more stuff on it, especially in the coming months when I have time off. Todd's got a little time off. We got Terminator No Fate coming out. We're going to play the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
And there's that new Hellraiser revival game coming out.
Yeah.
All that stuff is going to be over there. I just think it's important to compartmentalize the stuff. And deep end, I don't really know, because for a while there we were like doing this thing where we wanted like a network and we had a bunch of different shows, and it just was too hard to keep up, and it was too hard to keep consistent because doing a deep end every few months, it's not going to help anything. So I don't know, man. It'd be fun, but they were great. And who knows, maybe I need to start just like a regular podcast again, not video, just go back to Apple Podcasts and just do that stuff. There's a girl on the stairs. Fuck that. Oh yeah, that's creepy, man. My little brother. 2018 is when you found us. Wow, man. So you've been around a while.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. As far as this chat goes, Mendoza might be a little longer, actually. If anybody is out there listening and you're quiet and you've been with us since 2011, I would love to know.
Oh,
that
God,
would
dude,
that would be insane. The humble beginnings of doing our podcast over Skype, with me doing it from like earbud microphone, walking next to the interstate.
I'd love you to come on just so we can interview you. Like, when was the first episode that you've actually listened to?
Wow, Ishmael, 2018.
Wow.
I know we had a bit of a surge during the lockdowns, like a lot of people did, and so we had a new people come in around that time period. Yeah, but dude, I think anybody that was before the big C, before 2020, you're a real one for sure. But we love everybody that came after, and by all means came today, right? And want you to subscribe.
Yep.
But yeah.
Hell Legendary. Yeah, Legendary. We'll take it, brother.
It's funny. You know what I'm always interested in knowing too? Obviously, Legendary, you probably found us from the stream, but I like hearing about the videos people found us from.
Yes.
I think some people, I think there's quite a few people that found us in the Pet Sematary 2 stuff, and that's just because we've talked so much about Pet Sematary 2.
I mean, but there's so many videos of random shit too. Like we talked about so many different damn movies. It's like it could be anything, man.
Oh, Billy the Kid. Me doing a Zach impression on the hotline talking about eating Zoe Saldana's ass like a cheesecake or something. Oh, okay. I think I remember that. Yeah, we've tried different things over the years. We had the number and stuff you can call. We used to have the voicemails and stuff, which that stuff is still fun. I kind of wish we could still do that stuff, because the thing is we open up the floor. Like, we're open if anybody wants to ever come on and chat on these streams. But I get it. Sometimes people are shy, or sometimes they just want to listen. They're not really into. That's totally cool. That's what the hotline will be good for, is people can anonymously like leave a thing. And by all means, we've opened it up before. If anybody ever wants to come on, I control it. So if you want to come on, you don't have to have a camera. If you just want to say I'll treat it like a radio show where I'm like, all right, cool, and I'll let you go. All right, bye, man, and click out. I would love to chat with people. Okay, Ishmael's Cabin Fever. Rock on, man. Nice. And then, yeah, I think we had, I think Mendoza told us one time he jumped on when we were doing the Walking Dead podcast, which is wild. So he knows Pat. That's great.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
What we should do is, it'd be cool though if we ever came up with another phone number, dude. Just have them just leave it on. Be like, okay, every month we're gonna go to the phone number, a voicemail, and see if anybody calls in, and you can just do whatever.
Or just do like a mailbag, but our form of the mailbag is reading the built-up voicemails.
Yes.
For like a whole month.
Yeah.
We'd have to figure out, Skype doesn't, because used to we bought like a Skype number, right? Yeah. But Skype's, they're gone. They're now Microsoft.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now? I don't know what you do. You know what you probably could do? You probably wouldn't even have to cost any money. We could probably set up like a WhatsApp channel or a Line channel, and people can leave voice notes on those.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? You could just go through it. I don't know. It's a fun idea. It's always really neat. Legendary says, I was bored watching half of Gilmore 2 surfing YouTube, and I stumbled upon you. Well, nice. I think we improved your evening, because that movie is dog shit. It was a commentary track I think I found you through, but I can't remember which. No, I'm always interested in that stuff, man, because my heart's with the commentaries. We started doing the commentaries more often in the last year, and yeah, I just really love doing that stuff. But now we love doing the stream stuff too. We like hanging out with you guys. There was a point where we started doing, I was like, we got to do the commentaries live too. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
If I got to sit through fucking Death Spa, I want to commiserate with you fucks. Like I want to it makes sometimes these insufferable movies a lot better when you can joke on them with people.
Absolutely.
You know, it actually turns it complete. Dude, there was actually movies back in the day that we do, and I'd be like, I'm not looking forward to this. But now that we do them live, I look forward to even the worst schlock, dude.
Oh, I do too, because the chat's in here. You know, we can throw ideas off of them. We're bantering back and forth. No, it's great.
Billy the Kid, I think it might have been Encino Man commentary, that or Elm Street or Turtles. Guys, I want to reach out. This is Todd's idea. I want to reach out to Pauly Shore. Yeah. He's having a bit of a renaissance, a resurgence, right? Because he's got what is it? He got cast in a movie with Denzel and some A-list actors, and he is nominated for Emmys for his one-man show, is like special. He got a Peacock show coming out. I'm here for it. I'm happy for Pauly. I love a comeback story, especially when you've been gone so long. I mean, out of the public eye. So I kind of wonder if he would be like, I'm too good for you, buddy. Like I'm too big for you. But I want to see if I can get him on. He follows us on X, I'm very proud to say. So I would love to talk to the Wheeze, dude. I'm old. My favorite movie is Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh you're talking God. I love this guy. I love this guy right here.
Todd,
legendary.
Tell Todd what your favorite part of Revenge of the Nerds is. Todd, you tell him what your favorite scene is. We have to pick one.
We've got Bush. Booger is like, he was like a household staple in my growing up. We loved Booger. We love Lamar Latrell. We loved we loved them all, man. We even rented like the shitty sequels. Like the second one's fine. I love the first one. It's one of my favorite comedies. Third one's fine. The fourth one, Booger Gets a Bride. I mean, we've watched them all, man. So I love those movies, man.
Why do they call you Booger?
As he's picking his nose, dude.
Yeah. Can you do a Lewis laugh?
Yeah.
What's your take? It is wild. When we kind of had a shift in the culture in the last 10, 15 years. And now I remember fuck this sleeve from Encino Man. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was getting out of order there. That is funny. But when the culture changed in the last 10 years or so, people were like, oh, Lewis kind of graped that girl on the ride, what, dressing as Darth Vader. And then but those were 80s sex comedies, man.
Oh, I love 80s sex comedies, man. Hair Pie, that's right. Oh God, he's so funny, dude. I love him. And I love Poindexter, dude, when he gets a boner. Oh.
I miss 80s nerds, dude.
The Omega Moos, they're a bunch of pigs. As he's picking his nose, dude. Booger's discriminating against the Omega Moos.
They don't make, dude. Look, maybe I'm coming off, and Todd too, like we're like a couple of boomers because we just got done trashing Happy Gilmore 2, and now we're talking about these comedies from the 80s. But I'm gonna go ahead and be a boomer. They don't make comedy like they used to.
Hell no, dude.
Comedy used to be fearless, like no. and Happy Gilmore was always PG-13. I think the problem with Happy Gilmore is just the writing's bad, so that's not a great example. But you couldn't do Revenge of the Nerds today.
Hey, we're gonna put this on the commentary list, okay?
Oh,
I'll put this on the list, dude.
I'll do it soon. I don't care.
Okay, because I'd love to go back. I love this movie so much. Dude.
I think the quote I always think about the most is I smell nerd. I love Ogre, dude. I love Don Gibb.
Hysterical, dude.
Don Gibb is so great, man. The last time Todd and I went to Mad Monster out here, Donald Gibb was there.
Yeah.
And gosh, I want a Bloodsport poster signed by Don Gibb, dude. These guys aren't going to be around forever. So I'm a guy, I don't believe in paying for it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's cool if people want to do it, but it just doesn't.
I do occasionally. I do.
It doesn't do anything for me. But in the last few years, man, I've opened up to a couple because you know what? Like I got Lance Hendrickson's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? These guys are older. They're not working as much. I'm okay with giving them a few bucks. And I love Lance and I love his movies.
Great guy too.
And these guys will talk to you. And Donald Gibb, dude, he comes back and and if I can get a Bloodsport 1 sheet would be too expensive.
Yeah, that'd be awesome though.
But I would love it, dude. And I think he was there with a lot of the Nerds crew. You had Carradine there. You had Brian Tochi, right? Is his name?
Yeah.
You know, and I regret not saying hi to Brian Tochi because I'm a huge TMNT 90 fan.
Yeah.
And you're new Legendary, but my connection with TMNT, I don't know how old you are. You know, we might be a similar age, but TMNT 90 was the first film I got to go to a movie theater and see. So I'm a 90s kid. I was born in the 80s, you know, really cutting my teeth in the 90s. But I was a toddler, man, in the late 80s, and Turtles was all the rage, man. So I was the mark for that whole wave of Playmates toys and stuff. And then when that movie came out, dude, and I was like in kindergarten. I have to go see it in 1990. And yeah, it's just very, very fond memories. And we never got to go to the movies. We were poor. I was a disheveled little Oliver Twist fuck, dude. And I could think of just a couple of movies I saw in theaters. I didn't start going to see a couple more movies until high school. Like, you know, I went to something, but as a kid, dude, it was Turtles. And then a couple years later, we saw Home Alone 2. And then, the infamous, it was a whole 5 years later, and the infamous Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh, you saw Annihilation?
Yeah, I've told that story where I loved the first Mortal Kombat movie in '95.
I saw that in theater, the first one. I didn't see Annihilation.
And my even my mom and dad liked it. My dad liked it too. He's like, yeah. And so I was like, we got to go see more. They wanted to take me to see MK Annihilation. Cool. So we went and saw it in the Dollar Theater. And Legendary, you know that feeling when you feel embarrassed as if you made the movie? Like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed, but you feel embarrassed because you feel like you've wasted people's time sitting in a movie that's so bad.
Absolutely.
And this whole time the theater's quiet, dead quiet, dude. And then literally the only person I could hear talk was some nerd behind us, like explaining to his friend, oh, that's Jax, he's got metal arms or whatever, you know, that guy. And I remember we were walking out and the movie ended, the Techno Syndrome or whatever's playing, or, you know, or KMFDM in this case, they had a song on it. It was
yeah.
La, 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 la. It was, and we're walking out in total silence, which is never a good sign when you've left a movie. And it's silent for a fucking minute or two, and it's not until we're in the parking lot out of the theater halfway to the car where my dad breaks the silence. And the timing was everything, and he goes, well, it's official, Liu Kang is the definitive champion of Mortal Kombat. After like fucking 5 minutes of awkward silence, dude. And it just made me feel like shit. Now, I wish I could go back in time and not be so like self-conscious about that stuff and just have been just like ragging on it. Like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't make the movie, Dad. Like, yeah, I should have like railed against it.
I was embarrassed when I rented it from Blockbuster and I watched it from the Blockbuster video. I'm like, this movie's terrible, dude.
I love at the end of that whole CGI battle where he like turns his animality, and then Shao Kahn's like, you come prepared, but not good enough. And you watch his head like stretch. So fat, dude. I wish I could have looked over and saw my dad at that moment. Like, you know when you ever watch a bad movie,
man.
You know when you're watching a bad and you're like doing the side eye, you gotta like see somebody else. And we didn't have cell phones back then.
You're too embarrassed to look over.
Everybody would have been burying their cell phone, dude.
Like, he's judging me. He's looking at me while I'm watching this movie.
Oh yeah, exactly. That'd be funny if you were. He's like just your dad staring at you the whole time, not even looking at.
See everything you did. Yeah.
I love this comment. Legendary Poindexter kills me just looking at him.
Oh yeah.
Before you guys wind down, what's the bigger selection of content? The Patreon or the YouTube members thing?
YouTube.
Okay. So YouTube members, for sure. So we were kind of migrating away from Patreon. You know, I kind of thought, I don't know yet. I like having the YouTube membership because this is kind of our hub. This is our place. And I know for me, Patreon is just like one extra hurdle. That it's not my it's not my ecosystem. I'm in YouTube. So for me, I find it easier to support a YouTuber I like or a channel I like through YouTube because it's like, oh, it's here. Sure. It my stuff's all synced. Great. And I know it's not hard to go to, it's not hard to go to Patreon or nothing like that, but there's just something about it. One more step. I got to go here. But with that said, I kind of thought maybe we should keep both open and I should put all the content both places just to have it, just in case that is your ecosystem.
It's totally up to you. I mean, I hang out 95% of the time on YouTube. I don't watch TV. I watch movies and I watch YouTube. That's all I do.
That's just me. I guess it wouldn't hurt to upload everything.
Yeah.
I don't know yet though, but everything is definitely here for sure. And 100%. But hey, I don't know, Ishmael. I can't remember if you're on Patreon or if you're a member here. I don't remember if you're on what, but if you love Patreon, let us know why you love Patreon.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that we can do for because that's just kind of where my head's been at. I love how everything is so well integrated and attached in YouTube. I mean, I hate it because Google's the devil, right? I hate praising him, but it's just such a
phenomenal. I mean, their UI and everything. Yeah, but they are the devil, but they're great, man.
It just can't compare. And Patreon is a bitch to upload to. It's a bitch to maintain. It's a little bit more jank. I don't know. Saw The Lost Boys at the theater recently. Still amazing on a big screen.
I love that movie. So good.
I love going to those like Tuesday night classics. We have Harkins out here. I don't know where you're located, but I live in Arizona, and we obviously have AMC and we have like Alamo, but we have Harkins is kind of the other big chain on top of AMC. Harkins has $5 Tuesdays, and it was a trip for me. I remember about 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went and saw T2 on the big screen. I never got to go to the theater as a kid. So I miss seeing T2 in the big screen, even though I was the age. And but it was cool. Better late than never. I had a great time going to the theater and seeing T2 for the 500 millionth time, but this time on a big screen. I saw TMNT 90 when they did the what would it have been? The botched 30th anniversary when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And I still went, even though everything was locked down. Even the writer lives here in the Phoenix area and he just does nothing but like embodies turtles on social media. Like I think his tag is literally TMNT writer, you know, like he lives it. And he was going to go and he was supposed to do a meet and greet. And I hit him up on IM because I'm a huge fan, dude.
Yeah.
I hit him up on his IMs like, hey man, so do you know what time you're supposed to be at the showing at the X Mount location? He's like, yeah, I'll be there. Like, awesome, man. I'm looking forward to bring whatever. Cool. And then I went there and the whole theater's empty. It's just and it was the pandemic. It was the pandemic that killed it.
Oh, okay.
And I was the only person in the theater with my wife. I dragged her, and the writer didn't even show up.
Oh, it's still fun though, dude.
I know, but it was so funny. He just no-showed. And I get it. He probably went there like there's nobody here.
Yeah.
But no, I just don't think he even showed up, which is kind of a bummer because I was ready to like talk him up and ask him some questions and show my appreciation. And but now they're trying again. Now they have the 35th anniversary and they're putting it's in theaters this month. So it's the 4K transfer that they're displaying because they got the Arrow 4K coming out. And so I need to see if he's getting like, hey, I should give him shit. Like, hey, you gonna show up this time, asshole? I came there with my foam turtle fingers and my turtle ice cream I've been holding on to for 35 years from the Ding Ding Man. I am wearing my merch. Was gonna get this signed, and you left me hanging.
What are you, LA Beast, dude? You're eating 30-year-old food, dude.
Yeah, you guys remember the ice cream trucks back in the early 90s? Dude?
Oh yeah.
The Mickey Mouse ice cream, the Super Mario ice cream, and with the bubblegum nose. And
oh man,
Sonic the Hedgehog, and the Ninja Turtles were the classic, man. Did I ever tell you a story about how like I felt? You know, when you're a kid, you're easily impressed, right? You get impressed when you see your teacher.
You keep talking. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, go. He's got to go yank it. But you know, when you're easily impressed as a kid, like when you saw your teacher out in public, not in like the school setting, you're like, oh my gosh, like it's fucking Burt Reynolds or something. That's a Happy Gilmore throwback. Anyway, my ice cream man. I lived in a broke down trailer park in Memphis, Tennessee, dude. I'm talking trailer park, not one of these nice fancy manufactured home establishments they have now, but the house was on wheels, Uncle Eddie style, dirt poor, everything's infested with cockroaches. And anyway, we had our ice cream man who came through, whatever, and he looked just like Hulk Hogan. to me. I'm sure if I saw him today, he would look nothing like fucking Hulk Hogan. But to like, 4 and 5-year-old me, it was Hulk Hogan. And this is Hulkamania era, dude. And one time I was at a Crystal Burger. For anybody that lives in the South, if you guys know Crystal Burger, it's basically like White Castle. I saw the Ice Cream Man, aka Skinny Hulk Hogan, sitting down inside of a Crystal Burger dining room, having himself some food. And I remember telling my mom, like, should I go up and talk to him? Can I get his autograph? I had like a little stupid sticker book I used to collect, dude. I didn't know anything about autographs, but I had like a sticker book, and I probably would have given him that. Like, hey, can you sign my Hulk Hogan sticker book? I mean, you're close enough. But it was a huge deal. I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't even remember the context for the Encino Man reaction. I just remember Zach going, "Fuck this leaf," and dying. After work YouTube is my TV. A legendary. Me and Todd both agree. I watch YouTube more than any streamer, man. When you go to Netflix, you get fed Happy Gilmore 2, for crying out loud. I would much rather come on here and watch content created by creators that I know are going to be into similar things, and you learn so much on YouTube. And I do miss the YouTube of like pre 10 years ago. It's obviously extremely corporate now, but that's why we were talking about when you can find a really cool smaller channel that's niche, it still kind of retains that spirit of YouTube from pre 10 years ago and back. I'm talking about how YouTube's really corporate now, and that's why you have those channels with like 100,000 or less, or two. Like, there's a sweet spot, and it still feels like the YouTube of the days back when you had the AVGM when he was starting out in that first 5, 6, 7, even 10 years, or it still felt very grassroots, very independent. There was a point where they called it the YouTube adpocalypse, and YouTube started just demonetizing anybody and everybody because they were kind of like revamping the way their ad revenue gets dished out and what's suitable for their ad partners. And it was known as the adpocalypse. You had, it doesn't matter how big everybody was. YouTube is it's a learning curve, man. It's always changing. They're always changing the way their algorithms work, what they favor, and how they do ads. And that it was at that point that all your favorite YouTubers started pitching products and doing in-video commercials because they couldn't rely on YouTube monetization anymore. And I remember watching some of my channels that were, and I remember being a little taken aback by it at first, like, oh, what is this? But you get it. It's like, dude, these guys have to pay the bills, and they're just trying to like evolve with how things are changing. And but anyway, the more you sell out to product placement, the more you got to watch what you say, right? Then you're just becoming like TV. It's like, oh man, I can't say this joke, or we can't crack this line because we're going to lose our sponsorship from Dove soap. Whatever.
So this just popped out 4 hours ago. I don't know if you wanted to do a quick reaction on it since we're here. The new Silent Night, Deadly Night trailer was posted.
Wait, they're again?
It's the one with Corey Cunningham or whatever from we talked about this.
Yeah, that's right. Where they cast Corey. They were doing that to be edgy, like, oh, this will get people talking. Let's cast Corey Cunningham. Everybody loves that guy. All right, so let's do that, guys.
Go on Bloody Disgusting and pull it up because you're good at this. It's just a teaser trailer. It's like 40 seconds, but
I'll put it up on YouTube, legit.
Yeah, I mean, I figured since we're on here for a few more minutes,
let's do that. Oh, hold on. I got to read this comment, Billy. This is what I was talking about when you're gone. I was talking about my ice cream man I thought looked like Hulk Hogan. That I was like starstruck when I ran into him at a Crystal Burger, dude. Anyway, Billy the Kid says, I saw my kindergarten teacher in public at the dollar store once, and it was shortly after I had moved schools and started first grade. It was like I had time traveled in it a little, and it freaked me out. I ran into one of my teachers. I went to one district. Todd will know this. Elkhorn.
Yeah.
I went to middle school in Elkhorn, and then I moved to where we went to middle school, and I was shopping at like the Kroger brand store you have out there.
Yeah.
And I ran into my old teacher of the school I just left at our Kroger, and I'm just like, I couldn't grasp it. I'm like, going into 6th grade, like, what are you doing here? What do you do?
Yeah.
Like it's worlds away. She's like, well, it's like, why do you work? Why don't you work? She's like, this is where I got a job there. I live here. I had a job there. Not thinking it probably took her only 20 minutes to get there. Like it's a job, whatever.
Kind of like Miss Pfeiffer necking her boyfriend or whatever at the Butterfly Effect movie that I saw her at, dude.
Todd ran into our Spanish teacher making out with her Latin lover.
One row ahead of me. And I was sitting there watching the Butterfly Effect movie that was, I don't know, just pop.
Would have been awesome. Would have been awesome if she was giving him head, dude.
Oh my God, dude. I would dude, I failed her class one year, dude.
That would have fueled your showers for a fucking year, dude.
Well, man, I would have passed that class with flying colors, man.
Oh, you would have bribed her. Look what I got. The Polaroid. Looky, Miss Pfeiffer. Look what I got here. Wait, no, it's like, give me that. No, wait. It's not done developing. 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Perhaps Miss Garcia would like to see this. It's like, maybe I should take this to Dick Woolman's office. Dick Woolman won't care. He'll probably jack off to it. You're probably right.
Well, yeah, he got fired for that.
So our principal, sorry, I'm going through the greatest hits now, but our principal, Dick Woolman, he got arrested for soliciting prostitution from a transsexual prostitute undercover cop.
Undercover cop, yeah.
And he grabbed him by the tree trunk, dude. He took the money and grabbed his junk, and he got arrested. He was plastered all over the 9 o'clock news, man. He felt so bad for his kids who had gone to the high school, and they
were nice too. Yeah, I mean, the kids and everything. I felt so bad for them, but yeah, it's
I always thought our principal Dick Woolman looked just like Michael Gross from Family Ties.
He used to shop in my old grocery store I worked at. So yeah.
What is this? Have y'all seen the meme of Black Hulk Hogan crossing the street? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Also unrelated, but that was the same night I decided I loved rain. Walked out of that store in a storm, and I just looked up, seeing raindrops clearly for the first time, like really appreciating them. So you were like Tim Robbins in Shawshank when you have the rain, the freedom, dude. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and I think that's how we'll cap it off.
Let's do that.
Let me pull up. And this was actually called Silent Night, Deadly Night this time, right?
Yeah.
Not Silent Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025.
God, didn't they just... No, that was Black Christmas. They just did again. Yeah. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025.
Yeah, I didn't even know this dropped today. I've been...
Oh, yeah. So. Okay, here we go. Why? Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. One's 42 seconds, one's 47. It's probably just a bunch of crap. I don't like giving IGN my business, so I'm gonna.
I'm gonna go on a Bloody Disgusting to YouTube.
Well, Bloody Disgusting. That's fine. I'm on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
And I'll share it. All right. Okay. Gosh. Okay, so I'm ready to go, guys. All right, so let's watch this. I'm going to share the screen.
Yeah, share it. Share the audio, please, too.
It's going. It might be too loud, actually. Thanks. Let me turn it down just a little bit. All right, and can you guys see it?
Yep. Throw it in theater mode if you haven't yet.
That is theater mode.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, one sec, guys. All right, and we are going to react to the Silent Night, Deadly Night teaser, the 2025 iteration starring Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends, everybody's favorite Halloween. Let's go. It's just a teaser, 51 seconds.
Teaser,
yeah, just the tip, guys. Let's go ahead and get it started.
In 1984, one film shocked audiences, was banned from theaters, and traumatized.
It is shocking. That first movie, by the way, I think is one of the greatest slashers.
It's fun, man. I love it too.
I don't think slasher movies have the best batting average. There's a few really good tentpole ones, and I think this is one of them. It's incredible, and it is disturbing. I never understood why he witnessed his parents get murdered by a Santa, and it makes him turn into a Santa. I don't really understand.
One of the coolest covers too, for
coming out of the chimney.
Art. Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Ties to generation.
Oh.
From the studio
it's Screambox. Yeah, so you were asking if Screambox was even still a thing. Screambox is what funded Terrifier. the original Terrifier.
Oh yeah, okay.
And so they're a player, and yeah, that's cool.
Brought you Terrifier 3.
Yeah, see,
comes a new and unrated vision of the cult classic this Christmas.
Am I crazy if I don't think this looks bad?
No, it looks good, dude. No,
I think it looks pretty good.
You know, I think Corey Cunningham, this is his role. It's not Halloween. It's probably this.
I buy him as this character.
Yeah.
Spread the holiday fear. Silent Night. Ooh. Deadly Night.
I like the old school voiceover guy
I do too. Yeah.
Like they don't do that shit anymore, do they?
No, not really.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Hopefully that's in the main trailer as well. I mean, it's just a teaser, but
and that's a throwback to the Linnea Quigley death.
Yeah.
In the first movie. Wow.
That's cool. I think it looks good.
And this is a total remake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If they're gonna remake it, at least it doesn't look like shit. At least it's not that Malcolm McDowell one.
It's not overly produced. I mean, it looks pretty low budget, which is cool. I mean,
it seemed pretty throwback. Like I said, even with the guy narrating the commercial, it seemed pretty throwback.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm down for it. I think it looks pretty good. And maybe this is Corey's big redemption.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a Halloween Ends fan, but I mean, I might like him in this. We'll see.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna hop out of here, man. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to address? Once again, I just want to say thank you for everybody joining us, man. We're so glad that you guys hang out with us. And anybody that was watching that chose to be silent, that's cool. Not everybody likes to chat. Sometimes you just like to listen, be a voyeur. I am very similar sometimes.
But please like the stream. Please do.
Yeah, and drop us a comment, man. Once this thing goes live, drop a comment. And Legendary, thank you so much for chatting with us, man. You're a new listener. We appreciate you, and thank you. I both in your hate for Happy Gilmore 2 and your love for Revenge of the Nerds.
And Billy's back too. Thanks for coming back, Billy. And
by all means, man, I don't know if you're into film commentaries, but we do a lot of those. And if you want us to do Revenge of the Nerds, you could persuade us, because we've been meaning to do it for a long time. So let us know if you'd like to check that out, man, because it's been on our list forever. But check out anybody else that's new. Check out our channel, man. We've been around a long time. We've got 1,200 dang videos up there, thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of stuff. I always like discovering a new channel that's been around and has a robust catalog, because I get to do the deep dive. I love it, because I get a little depressed when I find those channels and I go through everything. And it's like, well, I'm out now. I got to wait for the new stuff. You're going to have a hard time running out with us, because there's tons.
And we're back every Wednesday, Friday night. So we're here Wednesday, Friday night.
Yeah. Anyway, guys. Oh, last thing I'm going to say, we're supposed to do an interview with Brandon Salisbury. Brandon Salisbury, he directed that George Romero's Resident Evil documentary. If you guys remember, that was getting talked about a lot in the last few months. And he was supposed to come on in 5 days, next Wednesday. If my baby comes before then, we're gonna have to bump that off by a week or two. But if not, we'll do that with him, and we're gonna talk all things George Romero. We're gonna talk about his filmmaking process and everything that went into making that documentary. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's cool, because I think the most interesting stuff in it is him talking to all the developers of the Capcom game.
I think it was the best part too.
And I feel like they were the people that were giving him the most time, and they gave them more of him. He was able to get stuff out of them. With the George Romero stuff, you could see where I'm dying to pick his brain about the process, because shit's not easy. No. And you could tell, like, this fell through, or he couldn't get this person, or he couldn't get that person. So I love hearing about that stuff. But support indie filmmakers and support this. I think he's nominated for the annual
Rondo, I think.
Is it Fango?
Or no, Fango. Yeah.
They still have the Rondo Awards?
They do. No, yeah, they do have it, but Fango. And vote for him, because it was a good documentary.
He's up for best documentary. So we'll talk about that, and we'll probably pitch that when he comes on. And check it out. You can rent it on Amazon. I don't know if it's free anywhere right now.
It's free on YouTube right now. Actually, it just got pushed to YouTube for free.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
And anybody that's new, that might be new to the channel, Todd's favorite filmmaker is George Romero.
Yeah.
And both of us love Dawn of the Dead. I think it's a perfect film, and so we're looking forward to picking his brain. I'm sure Todd's gonna have a lot of great questions. And
Absolutely.
But yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again. We will check you guys out. Well, we're not gonna check you out. You're gonna check us out, right? Unless you have YouTube channels. I don't. But we'll shout at you soon. We'll be live next. Like I said, next time you see us live, it'll be with Brandon Salisbury, or I'm gonna have a kid, and I'll let you guys all know. And maybe Todd will do something.
I'll do something. Yeah,
we'll figure it out. But adios, guys. Have a great weekend. Seriously, bye.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films, so there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.